Why is it naked and not baked?
Bacon?
Yeah.
You have to explain that one for me.
Baked. It's spelled the exact same.
Yeah,
Hey man, gang, you already know what it does. I'm Styles the Prophet, baby.
I be show.
And I'm Jonesy.
And this is the 4G Audio Podcast live coming to you live from fucking Burrow Media. Gang. Shout out to Twigs and everybody at Burrow Media.
Yeah, much love.
Yeah. Tonight, special guest. Well, first of all, happy Friday, everybody. Tonight, special guest, HB the Ghost. Thanks for coming through, homie.
Yeah, that's me, HB the Ghost. I've been around, and I'm happy to be on the 4G network, 4G podcast, and we're gonna do it big today. We're gonna have a little conversation. You already know. Fucking
right, man. I was actually stoked to see it whenever we came in. I saw Twigs talking to him for a bit, and he's like, he's like, I got somebody coming in like 7 till 8 or whatever, right? And then like nothing, And I was like, oh yeah, who is it? He's like, I think it's your guest. I was like, holy shit, that's sick, man. Putting in work though, I see. That's sick, man.
Okay, yeah, cause Twig, I fuck with him hard because he's from the beginning cause when you're younger you take rap like serious or not, whatever, but I didn't really,
Yeah.
So when I decided to start making music about a year ago, like 6 to 8 months ago, he was my engineer from the beginning, and I really like his sound. I like what he does, so I'm gonna obviously be working with him in the near future always, and so
yeah, man,
so it was a good thing.
Super talented, even too, actually. But still, before you got here, I walked in. He's like, I'll just be in here doing my thing right on. So I walked in. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. I'm like, who's this? And he's like, this is HB. I'm like, oh, it's it. No way, man. That's sick. But how long have you been recording with him?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I've been recording with him for about almost a year now.
Okay, but you've been doing this for a bit.
Well, okay, look. Before, like when I was a bit younger, I didn't want to be an artist like that. I used to just hang around with rappers, chill with rappers and all that. But I was kind of like, the quiet guy, in the group. And at the end of the day, it was always a problem. But I used to just, write music on my own time.
Yeah.
Spit the verses to myself and really kept it to myself. And then I jumped on a couple of tracks back then, like 2 or 3. But as I started getting older and, quarantine hit, I was like, yo, why not, try to like do something with it. So I was writing a bunch of raps. And then eventually Smokey, my boy, is like, yo, I got a studio for you to go. And you can record and do your thing, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, let me do my thing. So I recorded my first track. And ended up being pretty good. And then the second, third, fourth, and then it went on from there, and then
but yeah, so you say you weren't taking it as serious before or whatever, but it's funny too because actually somebody, I forget who it was now, was it Motive? I don't know, but somebody was like, yo, you gotta get him on the podcast, and I was like, yo, who's this? So then I actually, you might have been in recording, that's what it was.
Okay,
and like, yo, you gotta get this guy. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. And then because I'd always show up and hang out at the other studio and shit,
right.
But and then it's been a long time coming, to be honest. Yeah, like I the thing is, we had a list last year at some point, big list, and so I was like, yeah, like I gotta add him to the list, I guess, like shit.
Yeah, look, like at the end, like I really love my city. This is number one. Ottawa, born, raised here. I love it so much here. There's a lot of talent here from even before up until now. And I really want the city to be able to make a difference and really penetrate it. Like how they did it in Toronto with Drake and all that.
Yeah.
I want Ottawa to have that. I want Ottawa to have this thing that other cities had before and were able to make something of it and created superstars,
Yeah.
So like I'm seeing a lot of different things happening nowadays, and I'm like, wow, like a lot of the younger artists are coming up, and they're making so much noise, and I'm just like happy to be there at the same time and watching it happen, watching it build up. But I come from an older ilk,
yeah.
So like, I the way I make music is maybe a bit different, but it could still relate to whatever's going on, you know, with people. So yeah.
But see, that's I like. So two things is I appreciate the like you're making music for yourself. So even though it's different, you're doing your thing. You know what I mean? Like it's for you, right? But the other thing too is what was the first thing you said? Shit, I lost myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, it's just because the city, you know, itself.
Oh, that's it. And the city, that's it too. Is that you're looking. Yeah, you're out for yourself. It sounds like, you know, like what you're saying is you're out for yourself, but at the same time you're out for getting everybody, like we're all together, you know what I mean? And that's a fucking that's a big thing that we discuss a lot here too, is like right. I remember seeing a picture, and again, fucking the fans are probably like, he brings this up all the time, but
right.
There's a picture and it's a set of stairs, and there's like stick men on the stairs, and it's like Atlanta rappers, and there's like one person on each set of on each stair, and they're all like, the one guy's helping this guy, but he's getting helped up by this guy. And then it shows the next set of stairs, and it's like Florida rappers. And the one guy's falling down the stairs, and the other guy's like climbing up, but he's climbing up over the other guy and shit. And like that's, I think it was Heavy said he wanted to turn Ottawa into like LA or whatever.
See, that's
right?
the thing. And Ottawa has like that crabs in a barrel type of mentality.
Yeah. You see one person getting out, and you try to drag
the
him back down.
I see the segue he brought out. You know, it's such a crabs in a bucket era. Like this era is a little bit better, but I'm saying like everybody really waits till you're making so much noise that you have no choice but to follow whatever's going on. Like they don't want to just support it from the beginning, and we push a lot of artists away from our city. Like we make them run. We don't keep them here. They don't come back and build businesses here. They don't come back and like, you know, like do a free show for the kids. You know, like other rappers, like you said, Atlanta, New York, wherever else in the States, you know what I mean? How they hold it down for the people. They go back to their neighborhoods. They do charity and all that. We don't do that here because we push them away. And it's like it's a thing that I want to see change, and I could see it change, and I'm happy about the change. And you know what? I'm happy to be a part of whatever's going on today.
Yeah. Well, and that's the same with us too. It's like, man, like we just want to see, you know, like we want to get these people out there at the same time.
You got to be the change you want to see, right?
Yeah,
so, like, if no one else is doing it, you got to be the one to step up and start doing that, right? So,
but what do you guys think of like? There's certain like I don't want to like put anybody. I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm gonna say is like a lot of the times like people really stick to their group of friends and only listen to the music that their friends are making, whether their friends are talented or not. They push that forward.
Yeah.
When everybody should be supporting who is really actually has a chance to like move up or whatever. Like, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that should change? Should it, like, it's too political? Is what?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I agree. It's too political, and definitely, and not just in Ottawa, like in the music industry in general. I could see that, but in Ottawa, definitely, I find there's like, and like, no offense to anybody or whatever, but there's definitely like some groups. You know what I mean? And it's like we stay in between our fucking people or whatever. But like, I want to see everybody win. You know, and that's actually just real quick. That's a thing that I noticed whenever I started using Instagram over fucking Facebook, was that on Instagram, everyone's like trying to like help each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's like everyone's trying to like get to the same place, but they're all like helping everyone get there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, hey, like, yeah, I'll share your shit. Then like later they share your shit. Like, you comment and like, you know what I mean? Like, interacting and shit like that. And it's like, so whenever I got to Instagram, I'm like, man, like, that's so cool. Everyone's like, oh, I'll do this. Like, help, you know, like, oh, like, I like your shit, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I kind of carried that attitude with like, oh, like, whatever, cool, like, though that I don't really like this song or whatever, right? But cool, good for you. Like, keep going, you know, like, you're doing your thing, you know, like, support everybody, you know, like, everyone that's trying, you know.
And I could actually agree with you when it comes to Instagram, because it's like even people that I don't even know, I've never met in my life before, they'll be like, yo, listen, you help me, I'll help you out. Just, you know, send me a shout out, and then I'll do the same thing for you. Like, it's back and forth, and then you'll go to Facebook is like the mother of social media, I guess, when it comes to that.
That's
so
true.
like she's with all the people that have given up on music and they have their families and they're you know, they're doing what they're doing, but at the same time they still want to have some sort of interaction, so they'll do what they do. But at the same time, I'm on Facebook, at the same time on Instagram, on Snapchat, TikTok, all that. But I kind of see why they do what they do. They feel like they're not a part of it because they feel like it's beyond them, like it's so past where they left off that they have no real connection to it. But I'm saying that it's our job as artists to really bring them in and kind of change the narrative, especially like COVID happened. And like everybody's at home, so everybody's watching everything that's going on. Everybody's kind of in the same boat right now. So like there's an opportunity for artists that are talented to like bring everything forth when everything is back to normal. Well, never go back to normal, but when everybody's back out doing their thing, we could do shows, this and that, and like really bring a different energy to the city, because I don't want the energy to leave the city. I want it to stay here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be tough to get that back too, because a lot of the venues like
are shutting down.
Yeah, right. So it's like,
man, did you see the thing with fucking Barrymore's?
Yeah.
This is a while ago now, I guess, but the people in Barrymore's, they got like kicked out of their fucking shit.
Yeah, I heard there's a whole drama around that.
And then, but apparently they got moved, they got back in or something like that, but I forget. But there was a whole big thing, and I saw that. I'm like, no, because like Barrymore's is a big thing, and sure, someone else might buy and turn it into a fucking same thing.
Whatever it is.
But like, it's just the fact that it's just like, man, seeing these, like all these things happening around, it's like, oh man, like what the fuck? Like,
And Barrymore's gives me the same type of energy as like a Babylon. Like Babylon on Bank Street. Like apparently, like I don't know if this is for sure, but I'm hearing that they're thinking about selling, and it's like they already did.
I think so.
Because all of these venues that could really hold a certain maximum capacity of people are starting to leave the city, and a lot, like, it seems like the more artists are coming out, the smaller the city is becoming, and the smaller the market is becoming, and it's like we can't even afford to do that right now. Like, we really need to focus before people like start blowing up one after the other, here, there.
Right.
Yeah,
you know?
true. I feel you there. Sorry, I'm just gonna fucking fix this thing.
I think so. Yeah, Bourbon Room closed.
Did it really? Oh yeah. Well, it was closed for a while though, wasn't it? Was it not closed before?
Ones,
Bourbon Room, Elon used to own that.
DJ Elon,
DJ Elon.
Shout out.
Before I started rapping, I was actually the right hand man of a DJ. His name is DJ K Prep. Shout out DJ K Prep. I was the MC for him.
Okay.
At a Bourbon Room before it closed down. Nice. So we actually MC'd and DJ'd a lot of shows there, a lot of parties like what's it called, like Halloween and things like that.
KB Westwood, everybody. Sorry,
KB Westwood just came in the building. You know, shout out KB Westwood. He's another artist that's doing big things. But so we did a lot of things at Bourbon Room before it shut down. But even Bourbon Room was a staple. Like, I just feel like a lot of the staples in Ottawa are just disappearing.
That's just
know what I mean. But it doesn't mean that there's no hope, right?
No, it's true, and that's just it too. Is like, so and that's kind of what I was trying to say. Is whenever I saw like all this shit, I'm like, man, like shit, like what are we losing? Like these big things and shit, right? Yeah. But at the same time, like, maybe on the other side of all this, there might be like a better club, or like that new thing that's like the fucking the new Barrymore's type thing or whatever, So like there's definitely like you can look at it like that positively or whatever. Of course. But at the same time, right now, at face value, it's what do you call it, like defeating or whatever, right? Yeah. Like,
and I have to agree with you honestly, because like when we get over this COVID bit and like things start opening back up, there's gonna be new owners, there's gonna be new entrepreneurs that's gonna really see the opportunity in Ottawa, and like there's gonna be a new, like you said, there's gonna be a new Barrymore's, there's gonna be a new Babylon, there's gonna be a new bourbon room, you know, and I just want to see what that's gonna look like in the future, you know. And I hope it lasts. I hope, like I said, I really hope superstars come out of this city, because we had one, right? We had Belly. He did what he did.
We got like Dax.
I've had a few,
fucking,
we have Dax too. Well, that's
Sharon.
Yeah.
Night Lavelle is pretty big.
Night Lavelle too. Yeah.
But I know what you mean, though.
It's rare for those people to stay in the city, though, right? They get their fame elsewhere, right? Like, you know what I mean? So they're from here, but they don't get the recognition from being from here.
But what I respect about Night Lavelle and all of them that we mentioned, they actually give it back to Ottawa. Like, Night Lavelle actually did a documentary and took the people that were recording him around the areas that he grew up with in the West End, his old house, and sharing to him. You already knew he was from Ottawa. He didn't shy away from it. You know what I mean? And that I respect, you know. But I'll tell you, when Belly blew up in Ottawa, it was a different time. You know, I was kind of young in those times, but I was around for it, and it was a different time. So it was a bit tougher, but still, like, you know, Ottawa still gives him a lot of respect. Ottawa still loves Belly, but we would want him to kind of, you know, just, hey, what's up? That's where I'm from. I watched like an interview where he actually said that he was from here. I was surprised, but, you know, just come back and reach out to the artists that are coming up, because there's a lot of them. Nobody here has no issue with you. We really respect what you did, and what you're doing, and, you know, put some shine on the city that you're from. Because Toronto already has enough going on. So,
at the same time too, it might help the artists from here. What's Ottawa? Oh, what's going on there? Oh, fucking who's HB the Ghost? Oh shit, like, you know.
Of course. You know, there's a lot of talent hidden here in the sand, you know?
Oh, man, totally. Even like I was saying earlier, like, fucking, we were going to shows and stuff, and, like, so we knew of, like, a lot of or not a lot, but some of the local artists.
Right.
We usually went to shows where it was, like, the same artists and shit, right? So then we started doing this, and it was, like I said, it's like, oh, like, we meet this rapper, and it's like, okay, yeah, well, he tells us about this guy. We meet this guy. He tells us about this guy and this guy and this guy. And we're like, oh, who are these people? Like, what's going on? And then we go to, like, this guy's show, and it's a whole different group of rappers or, like, artists that are at his type of shows and shit, too, right? So then we're like, oh, my God, like, what's going on? And I constantly say, like, the city is it always impresses me. So there's a lot of talent.
You see the new camaraderie that they have here now? Like, the way that these newer artists are really like, yo, look, my buddy over here does this thing, or this guy over there. Like, they're trying very hard. Like, they keep mentioning Ottawa. They keep really trying to bring it back to
the Instagram attitude.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. And when you think about it too, like in the States, right? There's no rapper from the States that comes from a certain city that could get away with not saying I'm from my city. And like, every rapper from the States that's made it is like, yo, for example, Jay-Z, I'm from Marcy Projects.
Yeah.
And they make sure that you know where they're from. They make sure that they always give the respects to their city, and they have to get the respect from their city before they get to a certain point.
Yeah.
So I feel like even if you're Canadian and you feel however you feel, you should still give the respect to where you were born and raised, because you're telling your story in your music. Yeah. Whether you want to act like you're capping or you're not capping, whatever it is, you know. So like, you gotta really respect where you're from, no matter what, whether it's small, big, it doesn't, you know what I mean?
For sure.
That's true. Even like Bobby Brugal was saying, he was on here, and I had said,
shout out Bobby Brugal.
Yeah, shout out. I said something like, oh, like where I'm from, or like the town I live in, or something like that. He's like, yo, but where is it? Or like, you know, what town is it, whatever, right? I'm like, what? And I don't really like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's important to say, right? So I'm just like, oh, the town in front of him, whatever. So he's like, just say it. He's like, man, say where you're from. He's like, be proud of it, man. I was like, oh, man, ever since that moment, there's been twice now. You're the second time that someone has brought up like that same idea.
Right.
In the same room. And like, I'm like, man, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe I should. It's not that I'm like not proud. It's just that I'm like, don't feel the need to be like, this is it. Because it also causes another conversation where it's like, oh, where's that? Oh, well, just, I'm just my point wasn't where I lived. It was this thing, right? Like, but yeah. So either way he pointed out, and then twice now it's come up where I'm like, like say that shit, you know.
At the end, like Ottawa, although there's a lot of talent, we're kind of late to the game, right?
Yeah,
so,
true.
Like, at the end of the day, the story that needs to be told has to have a background, has to have a city related to it, has to have people that know what's happening here. Like, the industry has to really understand what's going on. But let me take a second. I want to shout out Big Smoke. I want to shout out KB.
Shout out.
I want to shout out. I want to shout out Gutta. I want to shout out Young. You know, these are people that I grew up with, people I make music with, people that I respect. I want to shout out all the rappers in Ottawa, whether I know your name or not, young, old, doesn't matter, singer, female, I don't care. I just wish the best to all of you. Respect all of you, and I just want success for all of you.
Shit. Hey. That's a fucking
preach.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Holy shit, man. Fucking shout out to HB the Ghost. God damn.
Right. Shut up.
Seriously though. It's funny though. I watched this fucking show, Pat McAfee show.
Okay.
And they're always like, anytime someone's like, oh, like I just want, so he'll take phone calls and shit, and like they'll be like, hey, yeah, like, so I just want to say this, whatever, yeah, blah, blah, but I just want to say, like, shout out to my homie, like, whatever, right? And he'll go, shout out. So every time something, like, people will say, like, I just want to shout out this guy and this guy and this guy. So he's like, shout out. So he always says, so that's why I was doing it. I wasn't being a dick, but.
Shout out 4G, honestly. Shout out 4G for bringing local artists on a platform where they could express themselves and talk about what they have going on. And you know what I mean? Like lately there's been a lot of bloggers on this. Yo, shout out to all the bloggers that are trying to put Ottawa first. The bloggers from Ottawa. I don't want to name no names because I don't want to offend nobody. I just want to say all of you are doing a great job, and keep pushing, man. The bloggers, like keep pushing, keep doing your thing. I see all of you. And I love the energy. I love it.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah. I like that when somebody else can, you know, show respect for other people, or like, you know, like appreciate like what they're doing. I like that, man. Fuck yeah. But at the same time, speaking of bringing people here to talk about what they got going on, what you got going on, what are you recording right now?
Okay,
Secrets or what?
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say right now. I have a few songs recorded. I have a couple things that I'm working on, and I don't want to give a date.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to drop an EP. I'm gonna call it. Wait, hold on. Let me choose what I'm gonna call it. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna call it. All right.
I thought you were just gonna make it up. Now you're like, let me see.
No, I'm not gonna make it up. I'm tired of being a ghost. That's what it's called.
Oh,
tired of being a ghost EP. It should be coming soon. I'm just trying to get everything ready, but I don't want to give a definite date. I got more things I want to record. I could still have to go through the process, but tired of being a ghost EP, coming soon, like everybody, you know. My name is HB the Ghost, but yeah, Ghost wants to be respected just like everybody else, you know, seen.
This Ghost wants to be seen.
Of course.
Yeah, I like that. Shit, what's it called again? Oh, I'm tired of being a ghost. Yeah,
tired. Like I'm tired. Or tired of being a ghost.
And then, what'd you just say?
This ghost wants to be seen.
This ghost wants to be seen. Yeah, that's the fucking sequel.
Definitely. Yeah, I actually like that.
Oh shit. We just gave out all the fucking secrets,
all the details. Yeah.
And for the younger generation that's listening to hip hop, I know you guys are listening to a certain style of music, and I respect that. I love that. But when you're listening to my music, I really want you to like put an ear to it. You know, do it for me, because I'll listen to young music, older music. It doesn't matter to me. I listen to everything, and I just want you guys to like, you know, give it a chance, because there's no syllables, it's just stories, you know, like things that happened to me, so you'll get a glimpse of who I am for real, and what I've been through, you know what I mean? Because I make it simple, but it still, you know, needs an ear. But at the same time, you know, I fuck with everything that's going on, you know?
Yeah, man, that's what we need too, is fucking, like, well, brings us back to what we were saying earlier, is fucking everybody supporting each other, you know? Like, fuck yeah. And, this guy definitely supports everybody else.
100%. 100%.
Like I said, I like that, man.
And actually, I seen an article on the Citizen, the newspaper, the Citizen. I've never seen this before, but they were talking about a few artists, younger artists from Ottawa. I shared it, but sorry guys if I don't know your names. I saw the article, I shared it because I fuck with my city. I'm not trying to disrespect you guys. I really love it, but regardless, you know who you are. I really love the fact that the Ottawa Citizen give you guys the love that you guys deserve, and that means that you guys are in a position, so keep pushing. I know they mentioned Lavelle. What's his name? Lavelle?
Knight Lavelle.
Knight Lavelle. They mentioned him in the article, but it was really it was talking about two other artists.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a bit older, so I might not have heard you guys, but I'm proud of you guys. I'm happy for you guys.
Been 2-time.
Yeah, they mentioned 2 times actually. Yeah. You know, 2-time. You're doing your thing actually. You know what I mean? I seen you buzzing in the city. I'm actually proud that you're from here. Actually, you know what I mean? Big shout out.
Yeah, man. I appreciate those words too, man.
But that article was very. Whoever wrote the article too, I really like how you wrote that article. You didn't try to be politically correct. You actually
got the boss or what?
It was somebody from. I
think he works for Citizen now, doesn't he?
The Citizen. I don't know who wrote it, but goddamn, like it was not politically correct. Like they really got in the cut of things.
Nice, man. That's sick. But actually, at the same time too, that kind of shows that like, you know, maybe we are starting to get that, or like but like Ottawa is starting to get that recognition.
The recognition, you know what I mean? That it deserves.
Yeah, because if it's in the newspaper here, then like, you know, it might be mentioned somewhere else too, or whatever, right? Like,
definitely.
That's what it takes, right? Like an established media outlet, like when they start to like 100%. Say some shit, you know what I mean? Like it's all great. Like we can say some shit, we can introduce like a lot of artists to people that never have seen these artists, but like, you know, when the Citizen says something about it, there's like
to the world.
Exactly. A lot of people are going to be watching that, reading that, and paying attention.
That's what I mean by the mainstream media. You guys know who you are, mainstream media.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on the Sun, but Citizen, you for the people.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. But yeah, I like that though, because that actually, like I said, it fucking shows that we're getting the hip hop scene out there and shit, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we need, man. That's what we need. Shout out to the Citizen.
Shout out to the Citizen, for real. And Citizen, you guys could do one in the 4G podcast. They're going hard, man.
That's right. I want to see that. I want to see that article.
Yeah,
we need to see that. Honestly,
great.
Fuck yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah, that we got like the Faces Award too. Yeah, we'll be all over the place. Don't worry.
Yeah, fucking right.
The Faces Awards. That's the Faces magazine, right?
Yeah.
That do. I like what they do. To me, this like the Ottawa version, like the Grammys.
Yeah.
I'll call it that. No disrespect to you guys. I love what you guys do. I respect what you guys do. But there's a lot of artists out here, a lot of DJs, a lot of different people that are doing their thing, and maybe shed some light on different people also at the same time.
Well, see, the thing is I found out because I was like, hey, they didn't even mention us in it. And you have to like tell them that you're there. Like you have to
get a hold
nominate
like
yourself type thing. Yeah. Because like Bully Zone, shout out to Bully Zone, but he was hip hop
shout out Bully Zone for real though.
He's
a real one still.
He got an Artist of the Year last year.
His music, everything. You know what I mean?
And the thing is oh, sure, I was going with this. He got Artist of the Year. Oh, and I asked him, like, dude, I'm like, fucking, like, how do you get into that? Like, we weren't even mentioned. I figured like I'm not saying like we deserve to be mentioned, but I just mean I don't think there's like a lot of fucking podcasts or like whatever out there.
Did they have a category for podcasts?
Yeah. And then he said like you gotta like you like nominate yourself or something like that.
And then people vote.
They're like
people vote. Yeah. Next
year.
Yeah,
I think that's how most awards work because like even too like fucking billboards and shit like that. Like you can just like pay to get your song like views and shit, right?
Yeah. But at the same time, it's still political at the same time.
Yeah.
These things, you know what I mean? I think it's the people that have the most power that, you know, like the labels that have the most power when it comes to like the American stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying what I've hey, I'm just speaking what I've seen and read and all that, so I might be wrong, but it seems like it's political. The people that have power, the ones that, but there's no shade, no nothing, you know.
Personal opinion.
Yeah, personal opinion. But I don't know. I'm not American. I'm Canadian, guys. So, you know, shout out Drake too.
Shit. Actually, I just want to say I just saw the little thing come up on the screen over here. I mean, it was probably about 20 seconds ago for you guys, but fucking shout out Jonesy for putting that all together. And if you're not,
little subscribe thing.
Yeah, if you're not already, then hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button, everyone. You know what I mean? They're doing big things. They're gonna get bigger, guys. Don't sleep on the 4G. Don't sleep on it.
You heard the man.
Yeah.
Speaking facts.
Yeah. Speaking of getting bigger, though, fucking, what are your plans for the future, man? You trying to take this to the top, or you just?
I'm just gonna say this quickly. I'm a hell of a writer, so if anybody needs a ghostwriter, come see
name,
me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. HB the Ghost, come see me. You know, we could talk business. You know, regardless.
Wait, is that what the name means?
It is now.
No.
But aren't the pencils like?
I could not.
What's the pencil?
No, HB is my initials.
Okay. See, that's what I originally thought, but then you just said that. I'm like, man, don't you have like an HB pencil? Like,
there is an HB.
Yeah, so I was like, say HB the ghostwriter. Like,
when I was in high school, people used to do that all the time. The HB, the pencil.
Yeah.
But HB the Ghost actually came. HB, well, that's my initials, and then Ghost came. Honestly, I'm gonna tell the truth today.
Okay.
SP the Ghost.
Yeah, gang. Shout out.
Styles P.
Styles
P. One of my homies, he just came up to me one day and he's like, "Yo, you're always disappearing. Like you're here one day and you're gone tomorrow." And he's like, "Yo, you're HB the Ghost." I'm like, "But isn't Styles?" He's like, "Yeah, but that's over there. You're HB the Ghost here." You know what I mean? But he's SP, so yeah, that's how I got it.
That's awesome, man. I actually I'm pretty sure that's where I got my name, was from Styles P. Because my buddy was always like, "Man, Styles, you're styling," or he'd be like, "You're styling." So then finally he was like, "You're styling, Styles." That's what it was, yeah. But
yeah, so I guess we all come from that cloth. Like hip hop changed, but look, I think it changed for the better. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna elaborate. I'm not just gonna say something like that and just leave it like that. I can't just do that.
I can respect that though. I don't.
I'm gonna elaborate.
I want to hear it
because it's so mainstream now that people can make so much money off of the art, and because it's so mainstream, people are getting deals that they've never gotten before, and it's given opportunity to artists that are not from the States to be able to get into the industry also. I like where it's gotten business wise.
I feel you there, yeah.
When it comes lyrically and stuff, that's not what they want to hear. But there's young people that want to hear that.
Less is more.
There's people that want to hear that, and then there's people that don't. So at the same time, I just like how far it's gotten.
Yeah, I feel you there for sure. I can agree with that.
Because they're doing more numbers than pop artists. That was before. It was not like that. There was no way you were gonna make those types of numbers without having to go and associate it with a pop artist. You would have no choice. You'd have to make that single. You'd have to make that song.
Like it quickly became the biggest genre, and then like others, like even fucking country music, and like
all
these other genres are like, oh, I'm just gonna take this hip hop sound. You know what I mean? So they started borrowing from the hip hop genre because you know, like it sells.
It's undeniable at this point.
Yeah.
When you have people like Pooh Shiesty and Lil Baby and Fallon, these guys are chilling on Fallon, they're performing, and you're thinking the lyrics and everything, that the message that they're bringing, that wouldn't happen 10 years ago. This is only happening now.
Oh man, I remember like years ago, fucking probably like early 2000s, they came out with like a NHL game or something like that, and I remember there was like a few rap tunes on it. I was like, whoa, like crazy, like you only hear this shit on like NBA and shit like that. I was like, no, as if they have like good, and it was like good, like relevant music, right? I was like, oh, that's crazy, yeah. But like nowadays, my kid's like, oh yeah, like I'm like, what song do you want to put on? He's like, I'll put on this song. I'm like, okay. So I put it on. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He knows the names of the songs, but he doesn't know the artists and shit, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's like Lil Mosey, man. I'm like, fuck, I know Lil Mosey. He's like, oh, put this song on. I'm like, man, that's fucking, who does he listen to? Juice WRLD. He's big into Juice WRLD, right?
Yeah.
He did like a project.
Juice WRLD. R.I.P. Juice WRLD.
He did a project in school about Juice WRLD and shit, right?
Oh,
and
okay, that's deep.
And oh shit, this is my. I have to go take a delivery.
Oh, yeah,
but hey, let's get him on speakerphone.
Yeah, let's get this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I am here with Let's Keep Your Delivery.
Oh, nice. I'll be right down. Okay, give me a sec.
No problem.
I just got to finish the story. Okay, bye.
Do you want me to run down and get it, or do you have to pay for it? Or
Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry. So what was I saying though? The music. So the music.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, I'm like, where are you getting this music from? Like, how do you know this shit? Like, he'll sit in the back and he's like singing and fucking dancing and rapping to fucking Blueberry Faygo and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, like, how do you know this music? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, it's on the like Fortnite or whatever, right? You get in the car and it's on Fortnite or like it's fucking whatever, right? I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like a game like that, not that it's just for kids, but at the same time, the kids are playing it.
Yeah.
Has music like that, and I'm not saying it's bad, but at the same time, I'm like, holy shit, my fucking 9-year-old kid is like listening to like.
That's what I'm saying.
Hip-hop type shit,
It went so far. Like it's gotten so far.
Even
like,
live concerts.
Okay, sorry.
Man, yeah, like that's
fine,
true. Like I was just thinking about that. So like even like speaking of like the Fortnite thing, like this whole COVID, like live shows aren't a thing anymore.
Right.
So you got big artists,
Right.
you know, doing shows in Fortnite. So everyone just logs into their account. They fucking go to a certain spot.
Travis Scott.
That's right.
Shout out Travis.
Lil Nas X did the same thing.
Yeah.
As well.
I don't want to be like political, but I'm happy you brought up Lil Nas X. What do you guys think of I'm gonna give my opinion, but the video that he dropped, the
most recent one.
The controversial one with the devil, all that. All that.
I've seen just as bad music videos in the past. You know.
I think it's I personally, I haven't seen the video all the way through. Like I don't usually. I'll listen to music. I don't go searching for music videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it, but I can't imagine it's any worse than like you were saying, like the Cardi B or like fucking
WAP.
Yeah, like all these videos where the girls are like,
Well, I didn't watch
shaking
it all.
asses and doing all this, whatever.
I didn't watch the Lil Nas X video all the way through. Yeah, I just seen snippets.
Yeah.
But I kind of scared to watch it. I'm kind of like you know what? I get it, but at the same time, I get it, right?
Yeah.
And then when it comes to WAP, I get it also, but at the same time, I get it.
People are always just trying to push the envelope, right? Like they're always just trying to get to like that next level of like controversy because that's what people
sells.
talk about, right?
Yeah,
so
and
like
it sells,
exactly. So I mean,
there it is.
Yeah, it's like clout is more important than anything that exists on social media. Like real life does not coincide with the internet.
No.
It's like two different worlds.
It's like clout is such a dangerous thing because some people don't take it serious. Like some people, they use it business wise. They know that it's gonna profit, but there's some people that actually believe all the dumb shit and then they go and do dumb shit. So like if you're using it as a business, cool. I respect what you're doing. Keep doing it. Make your money. But if you're a young person that don't and really think that this stuff is real, you need to reevaluate what's going on, my friend.
It's marketing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I respect marketing, but just for the people that actually think it's real. Like there's people out here that think social media is real. Like this is real life.
the only thing that matters.
Yeah. Oh man, there was a girl I saw the other day. She was on Dr. Phil. And she was like, did you see that shit?
The Asian girl?
Yeah, she was like fucking like, oh, like I was just sitting there like being famous. And he's like, what do you mean by being famous? She's like, oh, I was like live streaming and like whatever. She was making fun of this girl because she looked like she was wearing a wig. She's like, do you have cancer? Oh my God, you have cancer? And she was like laughing at her, but she didn't actually have cancer. She just was making fun of her because it looked like she had a wig on.
Right.
But anyway, so she was like, I guess she got like famous from it or whatever. I don't know, but it even showed she like made $5,000 in that stream.
Yo,
Wow.
But I guess she's sitting there like making money, and she's like literally like delusional. I think she's like
that
famous
girl
and shit,
got
and, like,
she got her. Speaking about that girl, I think I'm right. I think she got her father fired from his job
oh no way,
because of the antics that she's pulling. Like
oh.
I don't want to be mean, but if you look at her in the eyes, you could tell like there's something unstable about it.
Oh yeah.
But you're not allowed to use the R word. But can I use it because she's so ignorant?
Yeah. Yeah, for real though, there's definitely something that she was. I watched her. I was like, I can't believe that this is like real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But at the same time, maybe she was doing like maybe that was something just to get more clout. You know
That's
what I mean?
Like if she's,
It's just a vicious cycle, though, right?
Yeah, for real. But if she's doing it like business wise and she doesn't believe any of the shit that she's doing, like what can you really say? She's profiting off of it, right? But for the people that believe, I'm saying the people that believe this stuff, you guys need to reevaluate whatever's going on in your life because it's not working. Trust me.
Agreed.
Shit, like eating Tide Pods and shit.
Or licking toilet seats.
Mm.
I didn't forget about you, toilet
That
seat
was, like,
girl.
the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
Didn't she die?
I
I
don't know. I have no idea.
Either
don't
her or
think
a guy. Either her or a guy. Because I know there was a guy who did it too. Either her or the guy who did it got something. It wasn't COVID. I don't think it was like syphilis or something like that, and either died or like was in the hospital like dying or something like that, but didn't know about it, right?
Fucking Darwin Award, though. You go around licking toilets.
Yeah, Darwin Award.
Yeah. Natural selection.
Yeah, for real though. Like, calm down.
For real.
Like wasn't it a fucking airplane toilet seat too or something like that? Yeah, I think that's why. Calm down. Yeah, I think it was her because it showed a picture of her and she was all like withered in this bed and shit. Like,
she tried to like.
I think it was the girl. Yeah.
The toilet seat girl tried to. One time she came out and she's like, cause Kanye West, you know, he's married to Kim.
Yeah,
and Kim was
Not
associated.
anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But Kim was associated with like some makeup artist or whatever, and it's a dude, whatever. You know, he's LGBTQ, whatever.
Yeah.
And she like toilet seat girl tried to say that Kanye West is getting divorced because he had a relationship.
Oh, that.
Yeah, but it was a lie. And then she had to come back and be like,
Jeffree Star?
She had to come back and be like, I was only joking. I wanted clout. You see, it's getting to a point where people are like, I want clout. That's what
But
I'm
you know
doing,
what though? I'm not saying I believe it either, but but like she or like wait. Kanye moved to like a certain place, whatever, just name a city he moved there, right?
Yeah.
He moved there and decided that he was like gonna get a house there and shit. And that's where he was gonna like now live most of the time. And then like not long later, like I guess so did this like Jeffree Star dude or whatever.
Right.
So like they're saying that
God.
like he like moved to like be closer to him or whatever.
Yeah.
But they used to live in like the same neighborhood where he used to live or something like that. So they're suggesting that like, oh, like Kanye left the neighborhood, so then like fucking Jeffree Star went with him or whatever, you know, like.
Well, Kim didn't admit to it, so I'm not gonna even go there.
Shit, you know what, man? So one of my favorite drummers is Travis Barker from Blink-182, and I just found
he's a legend.
I just random weird thing. It was I think they showed like one of his kids, or I saw one of his kids like on the internet or something. So I was like, oh yeah. So I'm like, I wonder if he's still with that fucking Shayna girl or whatever her name was.
Isn't he dating Kourtney?
That's what I was getting at. Is then I googled like it's funny because I just googled Travis Barker and I was gonna look like to see who he's with or whatever right now, like spouse or whatever. And he's definitely not with Shayna anymore. It's been a long time, I guess. But short story long is it was like coming up with like articles of like him and Kourtney Kardashian. I'm like,
look,
I was like, no way.
Travis Barker. Listen, I know you're part of Blink-182, great band. You're the sickest drummer, and I know you were in on Machine Gun Kelly new punk rock album. Shout out Machine Gun Kelly. Shout out Travis. You guys, that shit. Yo, look, I'm a hip hop guy, but I love music. So, Machine Gun Kelly, that was a fucking awesome album. I just tell you that right now. I loved it. Start to finish. It was great. You know, I can't name any songs because I just put the music on. I just listen, but awesome. But Travis, scored. You scored. You did, and I hope you get her pregnant and do the whole thing because I don't even want to say anything, but she's. Anyways,
lost for words, ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome, but for real though.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Now,
save some pussy for the rest of us. Fuck.
Sick.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Fuck, sick shirt too, by the way.
It's talking to you.
Yeah.
Big smoke in the building.
Yeah.
He's wearing that V-Lone joint.
In the building, you already know.
Do you have another drink over there?
Yeah, what do you want? I guess this is it, yeah.
Yeah, I have that. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Pretty dry.
Yo, B Show Fraser earlier was saying big ups for wearing the Subaru.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fraser homage.
Yeah, sorry about that. Fucking, I had to go. I ordered some bottles for the weekend and shit because the place I stopped at tonight is this little fucking hick town. It's even smaller than the hick town I live in. White Lake. Shout out White Lake. But we went there and they didn't even have Corona. But they had beer. No, but they didn't have any Corona, so I couldn't get Corona. And then the other thing is, they didn't have any Hennessy, so I couldn't get Hennessy.
That's it.
So then whenever I got here, I was like, hey, well, instead of running around trying to fucking do shit, I'm like, I'll just tell them to bring it here, right? Man, I think it was like 1 sec, I'm looking.
Just a couple hours.
Yo, the streets.
Man, I called them at 6:34, and Buddy called me 11 minutes ago, which would be 3 to 8:52. So
Where
we're
did it come from?
2 hours and fucking.
Just like the local LC.
I might have come from Brockville for all I know. Holy shit! But yeah, I guess locally, yeah.
What did you get?
Hennessy.
Nice.
Nice.
Couple bottles of Hennessy
The
for the
streets.
weekend.
The streets. I know the streets loves the Hennessy, but yo,
That's
I
good.
like to drink vodka too.
Vodka, yeah.
I like to
Well,
drink vodka.
whenever I started drinking more like alcohol or like liquor. I
Liquor?
mean, I would drink vodka, but then like now I'm on to like I don't always drink straight shit, but I'll drink like Hennessy straight or like
Yeah, Hennessy actually smooth. Straight,
what's the one?
honestly.
What do you bring? Jameson's, but
Jameson.
I'll drink that straight. But then
Jameson is actually a pillar in Ottawa. Shout out to Jameson. I'm telling
Fuck
you,
yeah.
Ottawa loves Jameson at the bars. I tell you, especially places like what's it called? Warehouse. Yeah.
Man, I went there
bars.
one time. They had a place. It was called They had a drink. They have a monthly special or whatever, right? And the special that day was or that month was PB&J.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, but like, what's a PB&J? Like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, it's a Pabst Blue Ribbon and Jameson's. So you get a fucking shot in like a fucking, not a shot, but you get like an ounce in a glass. Yeah. And then you get a fucking tall can PBR. I was like, fuck, I'll take that. Like, fucking right, yeah. Like, I want
You guys
that.
ever heard of Standard?
Yeah. Oh, man, yes.
Yeah. Standard. Shout out Standard.
Actually, fucking, that's how I first ever went to Elgin Street Diner and got the poutine there.
Yeah.
Was my buddy, I think I told this story not long ago, but my buddy picked me up. I think it was on Bobby Rugal's episode. But we fucking, he picked me up, and he's like he lives in Toronto, right? So he like came and picked me up, and he's like, man, it's my birthday, we're going to party in Ottawa. I'm like, okay, sick. So we go there, fucking, we end up going to the Standard. His friends are like, yeah, you go there, we'll meet you there, right? So one of his buddies went to drop some people off. Yeah. And so he comes back, and we're standing outside having a smoke. And he opens the door, and we're like, hey, there's Buddy. Yeah. And he gets out of the car, and he's like, hey, what's up? Yeah. And he just fucking pukes all over the ground, just tanked. And so then we all go back to the hotel afterwards, and fucking, we had like a bunch of people from the bar come up there and party with us and shit, and then everyone's like going to bed, and me and Buddy we want food, man. Yeah. So we go downstairs and we're like, where's the best poutine? And they sent us to Elgin Street Diner.
The diner.
Oh man, it's
shout
so
out Elgin Street Diner. A staple.
Oh man, I used to get this fucking burger there all the time.
And Standard, when I was 19, I used to go to Standard to get the Cougars. That's why I went. The Mills, the Cougars, that's where I went. The older ones. The older women. But let me do a little shout out. Let me shout out Room 104. It's a bar in the market. Yeah, shout out Room 104. Shout out Drama in Canada. Shout out everybody that's all the owners of bars and clubs in Ottawa. Shout out you guys. Shout out all the DJs, all the promoters. You know what I mean? Shout out all you guys.
Tough time for all them right now.
Yeah, it's hard times, but you guys hold on tight. You guys will bounce back because everybody's gonna go crazy when everything opens back up. Sure. It's gonna be a zoo.
Want to like book a show?
Oh my God, go party, and ladies, stop cheating on your boyfriend. Stop it.
Wow, this man. You are like
HB the Ghost.
Full of it, man. Holy shit. Shout out everybody. Fucking appreciates everybody for everything they do. And he's got one of the greatest messages that might be in existence today.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm not being a dick. I fucking feel you, man.
They think it's us these days, but it really isn't.
I believe it.
Ladies, you guys are really going crazy. It's hard on us.
You know what I think it is?
It's hard on us.
I think they made a fucking hard switch.
No.
I think they made a hard switch because back in the day, like you'd see in TV shows and stuff where the girls are like, oh, and he never called me and like shit like that. And like, or buddy's like, oh yeah, and he's like, never called her back and shit, right? I gave her the wrong number and shit like that. So you'd see that, right?
Yeah.
But then like, I'm like, man, I feel like over the last 15 years, it's like, what's going on?
They're leaving you on scene now.
Man, I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, it's totally the opposite. And one of my buddies is like, oh man, he's like, it's the opposite because they're fucking like, oh yeah, well, it's like cheat or be cheated on, you know? Basically, right?
And feminists, I'm not attacking you guys, so please don't come for me. I love what you guys are doing. Keep going forward.
They're women, not females.
But, I'm so sorry.
We just spoke on that.
Yeah.
No,
you crazy?
You didn't say it.
You know what's crazy? I posted. You know what I said? I posted something on Facebook. I was like, since we're not allowed to call people females and males anymore, I'm gonna call them humanoids.
Humanoids.
From the Homo sapien, what's it called? Genome. With 46 chromosomes.
Chromosomes,
in the DNA.
Genome.
Let's get straight up scientific.
I had to do it. I don't want them to come for me. Hey, feminists, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
But see, doesn't feminist come from the word female? So,
it sounds like it, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
Hole in your story.
They're breaking it in half. Like we get what? Oh no, I didn't say that.
It's what do you call that? Double standard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just can't please anybody these days.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No,
yeah.
everybody gets upset nowadays.
Totally though, and it's saddening in a way because it's like I get there's a lot of stuff like yes, okay, like you know, be what is it called? Be considerate or like you know, like I get that it's like that it you know like there's some things out there that could be touchy and whatever, right? And like you don't say them or whatever, right? Or you don't do them. But then there's some things where it's like this guy literally said nothing. You know what I mean? Like he didn't mean that.
I'm starting to think that people are not actually angry. They're just doing it for likes and retweets, and they're actually.
But this goes back to a long time
it just seems like some people are really not offended. They just want to participate because superstardom is not what it used to be. You could be a TikTok star, you could be a YouTube star, Instagram star. Like it's the criteria are different. So like I'm starting to think that, hey, look, I'm Joe Blow from Idaho or from wherever, and somebody says something, I know that's gonna get people talking, so let me say something for it to go retweeted or shared or for me to get followers. I'm starting to think that people don't really give a fuck.
They're
just doing it to do it.
Or like even too a lot of the fucking there's like I don't know, it's like from Toronto, but there's like a page from Toronto and they're always like they'll post a video and they're like, oh, like good parenting or bad parenting or like shit like that, and like, oh, like what do you think about this and like shit like that. But sometimes they'll like openly post a video that they've taken and cut down to force a narrative and then ask you what you think about it. But then other people will be like, hey, like people are commenting on it saying, hey, I saw this video, if you look at the whole video, this is whatever. And like, but you can tell that it's like they did that. It's like when people comment the opposite thing. Like it's like they show like a picture of me and they're like, oh yeah, Bisho looks good today or whatever, you know. And it's like They just want you to be like, no, that's not, you know what I mean? Like, they just want the reaction.
Right? It's like a trigger thing, right?
Exactly.
And that catches people off, and like, I get triggered by some stuff too.
Yeah,
but like I've learned over the years, man, like going into a comment section or something and try to like state your opinion is like the most, it's like an exercise in futility, because you're never going to change anyone's mind. No one's going to be like, oh, you know what,
you're right.
I have
it's always going to be an argument.
I have had conversations after where someone will hit me in the DMs and be like, oh, whatever, and then like by the end of it we're like, cool, and we're like friends or whatever. Like, actually just not long ago, me and Buddy like followed each other after the conversation and shit, but he hit me up and he's like, yeah, because you're a bitch or whatever, right? I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, I'm just saying this, and he's like, oh, well, he's like, well, okay, yeah, and then I like said other shit like to go along with it, and he's like, okay, well, maybe I agree with you there, and like all this shit. He's like, but it seemed like this. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, all of a sudden we're like friends and shit, right? So point is, I have seen it turn out that way, but very rarely. But I know what you mean. It's like, yeah, there's either way, and then, but the other thing, the one thing I hate, so to finish my thought is,
go ahead.
either way, that person isn't gonna fucking agree with you or whatever, right? So just, it's over, right? Like, it's just, might as well not jump into it. But at the same time, sometimes I find people they want you to be saying that. You know what I mean? But like, you say something, you say like anything, and then they're like, oh, are you saying it because of this or whatever? Or like, are you, because I'm like, well, no, I didn't even fucking say that. And I'm like, I was just saying, like, man, aren't we talking about the video that we just watched?
He's talking about cancel culture. That's what he's
talking
totally
about. Exactly, yeah, man.
And cancel culture, if you guys keep going in the way that you're going, it's not gonna work. And
you're gonna cancel yourselves eventually.
It's gonna be too saturated. It already is.
Oh, well, now, like, man, there's the fucking Washington football team. I saw this guy making a joke. Well, it was, again, Pat McAfee show, but they were like, the Cleveland baseball team or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? And then my brother's like, no, they never changed their name or anything. They're just making the joke. But it's like, and I mean, I guess, sorry, that might be, again, one of those topics that's touchy or whatever. But at the same time, it's like,
it was not HB the Ghost. I didn't say nothing at all. Hey, I don't know how to be politically correct when it comes to, I can't even say it, but it wasn't me. That's all.
It wasn't me.
Oh, shit, yeah. I probably could have gone without saying that. Oh, well.
But honestly, as much of the press is always trying to push the negative things and the bad things that's going on in the world, I feel like the world is changing and everybody's starting to come together very slowly. Mm-hmm. It's taking a bit of time. But it's happening, and whoever don't want to understand that is going to get left behind, and then the rest of the world is going to keep moving forward at the end of the day. So I just want everybody to understand that everybody in the world can get along. We just need to find a way how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Aliens, man.
I think part of it. Aliens. I think part of it is that like
they're already here and they're coming back.
Baby boomers are starting to like kind of fade out, right? So it's like all those older people that were like real like stuck in their ways or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so now people are like being more accepting and shit, you know. Like,
I've realized something though lately. Even if you want to be stuck in your ways, it's like a dinosaur. You know, the dinosaurs were extinct, right?
Yeah. Like,
they just like out of nowhere, there's no more of them. Do anybody think that there was humans when there was dinosaurs there?
No.
Well, you know, I believe in science, right? But I kind of believe we probably the ones that got rid of them, because look at what we're doing to the planet right now.
I don't know about that. Like, we are fucking shit up, no doubt about that. But whether we were the ones that took out the dinosaurs.
But apparently cavemen are like 65 million years after.
Yeah, I know they're like 15,000 years old or something, like 30 or 100. They don't go further than 100,000 years.
But they were like
it's actually like the human, like the
humanoid.
Yeah, the humanoids.
But I just saw
we're about 250,000 years.
Okay, so that's is that the
like a go?
That's not the Neanderthals.
No, that's when like
that's not the Neanderthals.
Homo sapien. Yeah, like that's what we evolved from about 250,000 years.
Okay, yeah, or the Sonovans.
Well, because they said
the Sunovans, I think they were before the
Sumerians.
The Sunovans.
I don't know.
They were before the Neanderthals, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I might be getting it wrong. Hey,
no,
you can fact check, but yeah.
But no, yeah, I just saw a thing the other day that was like saying that like, given the way like movies and TV shows give the idea is that there was cavemen at the same time as dinosaurs. They say that cavemen weren't actually until like 65 million years after dinosaurs.
It's like a creationist sort of belief. Like if you see the Ken Ham, the guy that built the replica of Noah's Ark, and on this thing he's got like dinosaurs and like, you know what I mean? Like he's, I mean, no offense to any of the people that are creationists out there, but like
religion is a very
crazy.
What's creationist?
Religion is a very
so basically it's a belief. Yeah, it's a belief that we had a creator and that we were. They don't believe in evolution. Basically, they believe that the world is 6,000 years old.
How can we not believe in evolution? Oh man, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
Get it,
Look,
man.
Shout out to all religions around the world,
fish.
man. Keep your beliefs.
Think about the fish with the light on its fucking head.
Oh, yeah,
it's so deep in the ocean that it's so dark that they've developed a light.
Look,
creation.
We don't know.
But I don't know. I'm not saying that that's a fact to say that it's not real.
It's very
but
touchy.
When you think of shit like that, it's like.
So think about that. So that like so if
it goes both ways.
If Noah's Ark was real, like anyone that actually believes that he got 2 of every kind of animal.
Oh, it'd have to be
like the size of the ship would have to be ridiculous.
I want to know how he did it.
That you'd have to feed
40 days of 40 nights, brother.
Come on,
like, shit, man.
So,
yeah.
Oh man.
How do you stop the tigers from eating the you know what I mean? Like there's just so many logistics that don't make any sense.
How do we?
And their answer is always just
because of God. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because race car.
How do we? Oh man, fuck. I want to say it. I'm gonna say it.
Do it. Say it.
How do we still believe in a story that was written 2,000 years ago with evolution that's happening all around us?
See,
it's a great question. I ask myself
and the
that
thing
a lot.
is, civilization, they're debating whether it started 100,000 to 50,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, whatever the number is, started before whatever it was. So, anyways.
Oh I think God. So. And, okay, so my brother actually was saying this last night, and like this is something I believe too. Is that, and I never figured this out. Like I went to church until I was like 16 years old or some shit, and like I never understood. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about these people from 2,000 years ago that went and fucking walked to fucking wherever and did this fucking thing. So they come up and they tell the story in church. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. But then like whenever I got older, I found out. I'm like, oh, it's all like metaphors, and it's you put it to life and stuff, right? So then what my brother was saying last night, he's like, it's just a book of fucking metaphors to like give you examples of what to do and what not to do and shit.
That.
Well, yeah, he's like, it's not true fucking stories because a lot of it can't be true in my mind. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing is, there's understanding, there's understanding it as metaphors and all that, and then there's people that believe everything that happened, even if it's discredited and history doesn't agree with the belief, right? Yeah. But I want the human family, if I could just say that, fuck, hopefully I don't get fucked.
Yeah, like holy shit, yeah.
Fuck, I hope
you
I
have to be careful about saying that.
Yeah, fuck, I know, I'm fucking.
It's true.
You know what? I think everybody should believe in what they believe in and just keep it going. I'm happy for you. And you know what? Yeah, for real. I don't want to go there. I'm just a rapper. I don't know.
We don't know shit over here.
Shit. I'm actually gonna fuck crack this window a little bit, man. I'm fucking hot. Fucking hot. I guess the jacket doesn't help, but
there you go.
What do you guys think of the shape of Ontario right now with the government that's in there? That's another.
Getting all political.
Want to go there?
Yeah. I'm super disappointed in everything that's going on, but
for sure.
But at the same time, that's something that I'm not allowed to say because I'm not a scientist and I don't know that all this is, you know. Because a lot of people would say that. I even had someone say similar things. Like
what I would say is, okay, you know what? Cool, we don't agree, but what would you do in that position?
Right.
But see, that goes back to the beliefs thing. Is you can have your beliefs and I'll have my beliefs, but you do your beliefs over there and I'll do my beliefs over here.
The fact that they get to force it on people,
like this thing.
Yeah.
I have to wear this
makes
so
a lot
that
of sense.
Karen doesn't get mad.
But it's happening in this time right now, right? This is not like we could call it beliefs, but it's happening this time right now. So like, I want to. You know what I try to do when it comes to leadership in Ontario? I try to put myself in the position, be like, what would I do in that position? What would be my plan?
Right.
Like, I want to be angry, but I have to have a plan.
Yeah.
I can't just be telling people fuck this, fuck that, without telling them, look, fuck this, but we should do this.
And it's one of those impossible things that you're never gonna please everybody, right?
No.
Like politics is like a fucking thankless job.
That's for sure.
That's why I
shout out Roman Babber. He's fighting for our freedom right now.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you're right. Like if you were in that position, and I think a lot of these people are getting their directives from, like, they don't know shit, right? Like fucking Doug Ford doesn't know fucking his ass from his elbow. Like he's just going along with what everybody says, and like. I
mean, honestly,
hey, Ontario is we're not against you. We're all together.
I just anytime I think of Doug Ford, I just think of Rob Ford smoking a crack.
You know what's funny? That's the thing that like Americans go to, like, oh, with his brother that was a fucking crackhead. Yeah, we're not gonna listen to this guy. I don't know what Canadians are listening to this guy.
He's like the fucking Canadian Donald Trump.
Oh man.
That's
oh man.
Definitely
the crack version.
Oh man.
Oh shit, sorry. Rest in peace. Rob Ford or Doug Ford or whichever one it is.
God damn.
Yeah.
That was controversial right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we roll. Controversy is our middle name here at 4G Controversy Audio, bud.
4G brought HB the Ghost on, and HB the Ghost. Hey, look, I'm a rapper, guys.
But you went in on the people. You went in on the people that deserved it, and you fucking praised the people that also deserved it.
There has to be stability. There has to be stability.
Yeah, fucking right, man.
And
appreciate that.
HB the Ghost on YouTube. You know, if you're listening to 4G, subscribe to my channel. It's all capital letters. I have 2 music videos out. I also have a music video out with Big Smoke and KB Westwood Bull. Go check that out. And I have another video out with KB Westwood, Revenge. Go check that out. I love everything that's going on in my city, and I just want everybody to participate and be, you know what I mean?
Fucking be involved. Man. I love that vibe, bro. Fuck yeah.
What should we ask?
I was gonna say, I think B-Show's got a few questions for you. You want to do the lightning round?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah.
All right, this is the lightning round segment. 4G Audio Podcast, baby.
Gang.
All right, man. Pizza or tacos?
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza or tacos?
Oh, pizzas or tacos?
Yeah. What would you rather?
It should be world peace or tacos.
Yeah. Peace or tacos.
Honestly, fuck, I'll go with tacos. But I'll explain why though. I've been eating pizza my whole life. Tacos is not something that I eat all the time. I just started making my own tacos lately, so I'll go with tacos.
Hard shell or soft?
Soft.
All the way. Hard shell just falls apart.
Man, I love hard shell though. They got the fucking that little bit of like the taste of it in the hard shell. But here's the thing. I do hate how they fall apart.
You got to wrap a hard shell in a soft shell.
So I only, whenever I was a kid, I literally didn't know that soft shell tacos existed. I just always ate hard shell. I guess that's what my mom bought or whatever, right?
Okay.
So I always ate hard shell, but in my mind, I was like, cool. Like, I'm glad it fell apart and a bunch of shit fell off because, like, I had 2 of them on the plate, and now I have, like, a little, like, salad of shit to eat up afterwards, like with the fork and shit. So I'm like, it's like, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought that was like cool, right? But then I found soft shells. I'm like, there is no other taco.
Yeah.
But like Jonesy said, man, I will make my fucking I'll put like some sour cream and then like some cheese on the soft shell, and then put the hard shell inside of the soft shell, and then put all your shit inside of the hard shell. And eat it, because then when it does crumple and fall apart, it's still inside of the soft shell, and it doesn't like cut your mouth.
Once you get that crunch, it's all about that texture.
Yeah.
Shout out to Taco Bell. I'm gonna say why though.
I haven't had it
because when I was like a teenager and I used to go to like at the movie theaters. That's what introduced me to the soft taco.
What, they have Taco Bell at the movie theater?
Yeah, in the West End, the Coliseum, 100%.
Oh, yeah?
When I was a kid, 100%.
Oh, man.
And it was, I used to be fucking stoned as fuck. I don't smoke weed no more, guys.
You're
so.
from the West End, too.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely from the West. But I used to get high as fuck, and my mouth would just be dry, and I used to fucking cough down those tacos no matter what was going on. But yeah, shout out Taco Bell for that. You know?
Look, I was just watching, I'm sorry, but just because you're talking about Taco Bell, I saw a video the other day. This guy, he does like pranks and shit, and like he does stupid funny shit, right? And shout out Danny Duncan. But he goes through drive-thrus, and he's like, I got this thing here before. He's like, it's kind of like, you know, he's like, it's like a soft shell and like a hard shell, and like there's like meat and cheese, and they're like, you mean like our crunchy or our fucking whatever gordita crunch or whatever? And he's like, no, it's not that. And like, or you go to McDonald's, he's like, yeah, he's like, it's like a fish sandwich, and it's got like the cheese on it and stuff. They're like filet fish. He's like, no, it's not that.
What was the next question?
Sorry, yeah, man.
Powerade or Gatorade?
Powerade or Gatorade?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? I'll go Powerade because of the different flavors they have. I know Gatorade has different flavors. Shout out to Gatorade also. Hey, Gatorade, come on. Don't do that.
Got some flavors,
but Powerade, you get some flavors, and the bottle's a little bit, you know. Hey, don't take my word for it.
All right, gin or vodka?
Oh man, I'm a vodka dude, but I'm drinking gin actually. The studio, I bought a bottle of gin, but I'll go gin.
Would you rather take a plane or take a train?
I've never taken a plane in my life, so I'll take a train.
Are you attracted to? What are you attracted to more, tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos now.
Tattoos now.
Yeah, now. When I was younger, like I pierced my ears, but tattoos now. Yeah.
Tattoos now. Boobs or booty?
Boobs. I love boobs. Ladies, I love boobs, okay? I love booty too, trust me, but boobs, I think it's because I'm a mama's boy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Big or small?
Fuck.
Just there.
Like,
Just
look.
kind.
I love huge boobies, but I love small boobies too, ladies.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate.
That's hilarious. All right. Would you rather be stuck in the middle of the ocean or outer space?
Outer space.
Would you rather never laugh again or never use your smartphone again?
Fuck the smartphone. Let me laugh.
Right. Would you rather be gossiped about or never talked about at all?
Gossip. I want all of you guys to talk.
Yo, his name's HB the Ghost. You can talk about him wherever you want.
Talk
on
about
all platforms.
Me, let's go.
Start it in the comments.
Oh, shit. Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everybody else was?
I'd rather forget who everybody else is.
Nice.
Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
Give me the giraffe neck.
Giraffe neck. Would you rather be forgotten about or hatefully remembered?
Hatefully remembered.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Would I? You're gonna have to repeat that one.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized
Give
duck?
me the 100.
Give him the 100.
100 tiny horses.
Yeah, let's
Stomp
do it.
those. All right. Would you rather go about your day naked or fall asleep for a whole year?
That's an interesting one. Let me fall asleep.
Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or live 10 different lives that last 100 years each?
Give me the 10 different ones. It's
10
the same thing.
lives.
It's 1,000, no?
Yeah, but
different
lives.
We-
But it's
assume-
different lives. But at least, give me the 10 one because it's a different experience each time.
Yeah. You get to be a baby 10 times.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 2 million followers or $2 million?
Give me the money, yo. And doesn't mean you don't follow me if you You HB the Ghost on Instagram. HB the Ghost. You know what I mean? You'll find me. Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't want the follow.
Yeah, I got $2 million now, so.
Yeah, come follow me. If you could choose one skill to obtain instantly, what would it be?
One skill?
Yeah.
How to handle stocks.
Hey, I got you on that one.
Yeah, Jonesy's got you, for real. We were just talking about this. He said he was going to help me out with some shit.
Fucking right. Jonesy's the man. Alright, if you were to lose one of your 5 senses, what would it be?
Out of all the 5?
Yep.
Taste.
Taste?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not a foodie?
No, well,
Why
I don't need to taste food. I just need to eat it.
Why taste over
to
smell?
survive.
Why taste
Right?
over smell, though?
Because I don't need to taste food. I just need to eat it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
At least if I can smell it, I can
I was going to say, you can smell it, yeah, you get to eat it before you actually eat it, yeah.
Yeah.
Other senses is more, we need it more for survival, right?
Yep. Very true. Alright, man, last question.
Survival, that's good, yeah, true. Sorry. But yeah,
Very true.
that's good.
Alright, so you find a book, you start reading it, and you begin to find out that it's about your life up into the point where you found this book.
Right.
Do you continue reading it knowing it holds your future, or do you put it away?
I love reading, so I'm going to continue.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Yeah, I'm a big reader.
It shows how much you like reading, though. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't even care.
This is what this is about?
It's going to
Is
tell
it
me.
life spoilers, but fuck it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, that was the lightning round.
Fucking right, man. Gang. Well, fuck. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah,
Fucking.
Of course, anytime. You guys can bring me back anytime.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man,
I
that's the
actually
thing
have fun. This is my first time. Hey, Ottawa, this is my first time doing any type of interview, podcast, anything, and I appreciate it. 4G really did their thing with me, and I'm very comfortable. They really held it down. So any artist that's more famous than famous in Ottawa, you guys should check these guys out. You guys should really come through and shed some light.
That's what's up.
Much respect, bro.
Fucking right, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yo, Styles, do you have any
What's your favorite color?
decals?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Actually, you know what? Cha-cha-cha. Oh, no, wait. Wait. There are some in there, but I have, a little mitt full here. What's your favorite color, man?
Honestly, black, but it's not a color, it's a shade.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, color or shade.
Black.
You know, man.
All right. Hey, 4G just give me some, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Gang, you already know
What is it, stickers?
Yeah,
Stickers,
stickers. It's like
They give me some 4G stickers. Yo, shout out to 4G. Yo, for real, shout out to 4G. They really did their thing today.
So one more time, tell them where to find you at.
Yeah, so HB the Ghost on Instagram at HBTHEGHOSTS, because I couldn't find HB the Ghost like I wanted to. And then on Snapchat, HB the Ghost, on everything HB the Ghost, you'll find me. I swear to God, you'll remember this face. So HB the Ghost, there's an extra S on Instagram, but you'll find me. You know what I mean? So I'll be here. You already know.
Fucking right, Bully Zone in the building.
Bully Zone's there. Oh, yo, shout out Bully Zone again. You know what I mean?
Some love.
He's here. You know.
Fucking
I
right.
fuck with Bully Zone heavy. He already knows that. You know what I mean?
HB the Ghost, gang. We
Gang,
appreciate you, man. Thanks for fucking
Respect,
coming
guys.
out.
Yeah, much respect, bro.
Just a quick shout out to our sponsors at Green Grass Oasis. Thanks for the fucking Pink Anxiety in the Jungle Kush, gang. Pink
Delicious.
Anxiety fucking smells bomb. But any motherfucking way, I'm Styles the Prophet, baby.
I'm B Show.
and I'm Jonesy.
And we're the Basement Weirdos. This is
All
the
right.
4G Audio Podcast. We had HB the Ghost here tonight.
Peace out, guys. You already know HB the Ghost. You'll find me on all social media platforms.
Yeah, all right. Live from fucking Burrow Media, gang. Shout out to Twigs and everybody at Burrow Media. Thanks for
shout out
tuning in.
Twig for real. Shout out Twig. Shout out Bully Zone.
Big shout out.
Shout out Barrow. Shout out everything that's going on here, man. These guys, the realest ones, yo. The West Side needs to give their
On to the
respect.
city.
They're putting on. Yo, Bully does tattoos and shit. So shout out Bully. Holla at him for the tattoos. Holla at him for everything that's going on in the city.
Man,
If you want to be a part of a record label, he got you too. You already know.
That's what's up.
Shit, man. Thank you, man. Shit, I didn't even have to do anything. All right. Peace out, everybody. Thanks,
Catch y'all on
man.
the next one.
All right, we're out of
Peace.
here. Gang, gang.
Peace.
Peace.